all the credit in the world to them. That was something my team hasn't seen in a long, long time, and that was just absolutely get punched in the face. And they deserve all the credit. We had no answer. We had no life, no spirit, no fight. My team, I don't know if I've ever had a team in my life that got out rebounded 20. I don't know. We've been one of the top rebounding teams in the country all year. My key going into the game was Rutgers has played harder than every single opponent they've played in this winning streak that they beat. It's not rocket science. It's not great execution. It's not Mulcahy posting everybody up as guard spots. It doesn't have anything to do with any of that. They are playing harder than every opponent that they play. And you know, when you go back and you think that that's the same team that lost to Lafayette. No offense to Lafayette, but give a lot of credit to Steve and the leadership of that team. And I thought Cliff was outstanding. I thought he was in control of the game from the center spot a lot tonight. Blocking shots, rebounding the basketball, and then you know, his ability to catch late lobs and score, he was terrific. But we were never in it, and didn't play very well. And you're not going to win games when you miss your first 13 threes. And I thought most of them were good shots, but when you don't have the energy and the desire to want to work to win, the ball will never go in. And that happened to us tonight.
It was clear early how bad Rutgers wanted this game, also with their crowd. What was your reaction to your team's response or lack thereof?
I just said it. I mean, we had no fight. Didn't have any. I mean, I can't even judge. I mean, Rutgers punched us, which we knew they would, but you know, I'm almost in disbelief at how lackadaisical my team was tonight. And I mean, get out rebound at 20. Didn't have anything to do with the crowd. Didn't have anything. I mean, if we can't rise to the response of a team that's playing awfully well, and we're in first place, didn't like that much. So we'll get that. I'll get that handled. Find my way.
Brad, this is a question we wouldn't even have asked a couple weeks ago, but do you see Rutgers as an NCAA tournament team the way it's playing?
Sure they are. Sure they are. It's the best league in the country. Go find another league in the country that does. I mean, top to bottom, this league's phenomenal. And you know, that's a team that is capable of making a really good run. And you know, they're not a great shooting team, but beyond that, you know, right now they're just playing harder than 90% of the competition that I've seen on film and playing it. They're playing their ass off.
Was there any indication practice yesterday, shoot around today, that this was going to be what you got?
Not really. I mean, I didn't think we were graded. You know, I didn't think we were great either day, yesterday or today's shoot around. But you know, I thought we matched the fight. We didn't match the fight till the last 5 minutes of the game, and that's. I guess that's on me. I guess I better start getting back after guys, and you hope there's maturity. But I'll get that solved tomorrow.
With 5 games left and kind of a log jam at the top of the Big Ten, what's kind of your message to your team going forward?
Next game. I mean, you can't worry about this. You worry about one, and it turns into two. But we got good players, and you know, we got to play with heart. Got to just play hard. Simple. And it's February, and you see that a lot in February, and teams get an edge, and they get a burning desire to play and compete. And Rutgers is backs against the wall, fighting for an NCAA tournament life, and sure enough, here they go. So it's just it's so the game's so mental, and it's so much about physical effort. And if you don't play hard, the game will never find you, and it won't find your team.
Brad, you've seen this Rutgers senior class for a number of years now. How much does their experience, you think, help in a spot like this down the stretch of a season?
Sure. There's a lot of games played, you know, and that's a team that, for whatever reason, you know, in past years, and I think Steve Pike was one of the best coaches in the country, and you know, for different scenarios, they couldn't win on the road, but they always played great at home, and now this team's got experience. They've been through all that, and they get a little bit of confidence and move forward, and you know, this is a good basketball team. There's no substituting experience. You know, talent's the most overrated thing in the country. You get talent and experience. Man, you're cooking with gas then.
Coach, you're on the wrong side of 19-2 against Northwestern before this, and then the runs in this game. Is there anything you're noticing in those moments when you get punched in the mouth, that leadership-wise, or just something to get right on track faster?
Derek, we're not making shots. I mean, we got to make shots. You know, those runs go away, and then like we missed 6 free throws in a row in the second half. You know, you can't step up there and make shots. I mean, I love Jacob Grandison to death. I can't make a shot for him. DeMonte Williams, I got to make a shot for him. Plummer, I can't make shots for him. We got good looks, and we knew that exactly what the game plan would be at Kofi. You got to make shots, and all of a sudden those runs then go away. And again, we have to match our effort so that we're playing hard enough to not worry about shooting. And that's just the way the game of basketball is. We're not playing very hard right now.
Brad, you mentioned Cliff at the top. This league has a ton of bigs that are tough to play against. What did Cliff do in particular tonight that maybe wasn't seen 10 weeks ago when you beat them in Illinois?
Well, you know, I think that's a tribute to him. I think it's you know, his energy level's up. His involvement is much more prominent. You know, they're throwing him the ball. You know, McKay does a great job of, you know, with his post ups and his late feeds. You know, he's added to the left hand. You know, I think he's just, you know, I think he's a guy, as any center in the league, you're dependent upon others to help you in terms of getting the ball, but they're getting him the ball, but he's impacting the game with his rebounding. He's impacting the game with his defense, and his energy is great.
What do you think? Time for 2 more. What do you think that he changed in that last 5-ish minutes where you did see a little energy?
I don't know. RJ was pretty good. Coleman was pretty good. I don't know. We went to the press more out of necessity than anything else, just to try to see if there was any fight. But you know, there were still mistakes made. I mean, you can't give up a free throw with one guy a free throw rebound with one guy in the lane. And but you know, we've got to have some energy. RJ gives us energy. We've got to have some competitive spirit. Coleman's been giving us more of that, and it's amazing. He makes a 3 now. You know, where he'd been 2.5 months without making a shot, it seems like. It's effort, and if guys can learn to get out of their own way sometimes and just play hard and not be so mental, the game will find them. But yeah, I like what we did. You know, late there was a lot of fight there.
Hey Brad, when Cliff makes that reverse alley-oop, I mean, do you sit there and just smile?
It's what they look like. It's what pros look like. You know, you've seen it all. I mean, I coached Michael Beasley. I mean, hell, he was 26-12 as a freshman. I've seen him, you know, but athletically, you know, that's what guys look like, you know, and he's got all those tools to be a pro. And if he gets in and out of screens, is he ever going to be a 3-point shooter? No. Nobody cares. Get him in and out of screens, catch lobs, block shots, and go rebound out of your area. And that's what they look like. And, you know, I don't know if he can make it again, but hell, he made it that. And again, tonight was their night, and their energy was fabulous.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.